In the lightweight division at Noche UFC, this fight going down early in the night. You got Alex Reyes coming in 13-3, the American taking on fellow American Charlie Campbell, who comes in at 7-2. Now, neither fighter has much experience in the UFC. Campbell is 1 inch taller, though, at 6 feet. He's 28, Reyes 36. When you look at the reach, it's basically even. Both guys stand right-handed, so it all looks pretty even so far. But in significant strikes, Charlie Campbell so far 9.3 per minute to 4.6 for Reyes. Takedown game, non-existent, at least in a UFC setting, and that's what we're focusing on when we're talking about the stats. But you got to take the stats with a grain of salt because both guys have just one fight in a UFC setting at minimum. Reyes lost to Mike Perry by first round KO. So he was in the octagon for 1 minute 19 seconds, and that fight didn't go very long at all. On the other end, Charlie Campbell fought at Dana White's Contender Series and lost to Chris Duncan, who proved to be a pretty darn good fighter. Lost to him by first round KO. So we don't know a lot about these guys, and Reyes hasn't been in the UFC since 2017. It might have a lot to do with this is the UFC's 18th week in a row of fighting, right? They're really reaching in the bag to pull out whoever they can get to fight because they're running out of fighters. At least it appears that way in this fight. And these are tough ones because it's hard to make a prediction. But, I'm going to lean with Charlie Campbell because of the numbers. I mean, this guy's shown that he's very active. Even though he's been in the octagon a short amount of time, looking at some of his other fights, he's very active in the octagon. He's throwing a lot of punches. And to me, he's just going to outpace Alex Reyes. And Reyes is 36 years old, though. So his back is against the wall. He may come in here, obviously looking to win this thing. But even if he does, he's getting older now. He's on the downward slide and, hasn't really fought in the UFC other than one time. So I'm leaning and really rooting for Charlie Campbell because he's just 28 and still got an opportunity. But you're talking about the lightweight division, the toughest division in the UFC. You better come in and bring it in this one. And Charlie Campbell will. Nearly 10 significant strikes per minute. He's going to win this thing by KO, in my opinion, to move to 8-2 here. Lightweight division. Noche UFC.